Hello YouTube, Al here, and this week I want to talk about Octavia. So what is Octavia? Octavia is, in short, a fuzz pedal where the signal is folded over so you get an octave up effect on the root note you're playing. It was invented in the mid-60s by Roger Mayer. You might have heard that name before. He was a guitar tech of one James Marshall Hendrix. Legend has it that he would take Jimmy's fuzz pedals, which were Dallas Arbeiter fuzz faces, and he would either gut them out and put his circuits in or mod what was in there. And one of the mods he came up with was the Octavia. This is a sound you'll be very familiar with, but of course in the 1960s when it came out, it was a very radical sound. Now you can use an Octavia anywhere on any guitar of course, but it's mostly known for being used on a Strat above the 12th fret on the neck pickup. An interesting thing to note about this circuit is it only has two controls, volume and fuzz or gain. The more you crank the gain, the less prominent the octave effect is. So if you want more of an octave effect, you should back off the gain control. This may seem counterintuitive because gain is compression, and you would normally associate an octave fuzz with lots of gain and lots of compression, and of course that classic octave up sound. But it really is about balancing the gain with the tone that you're going for. It's a very versatile circuit. It's very responsive. This is my favorite setting. Around 12 o'clock is where you get the most out of the pedal. I will tweak it a little bit lower if I have humbuckers because they're more compressed pickup, or if I've got single coils I may boost the gain a little bit more. 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock gain range is where you'll probably find the sweet spot for your guitar. One thing I will note on this pedal is these are chicken head knobs, and because they're so big, the knobs do knock into each other in the middle position, so I may swap for some smaller ones. This is not a real Octavia. This is not a Roger Mayer made or branded pedal. This is not an MXR or something like that. This is a non-brand clone I got off Facebook, off a bloke, for about 15 quid. And I have to say I'm really impressed with it. The feel of this pedal and the sound of this pedal are remarkably similar to this. This is an MXR Band of Gypsies Jimi Hendrix fuzz. This is based on a Jimi Hendrix fuzz made by Roger Mayer that's in a museum. MXR cloned that pedal and then they tweaked the sound to dial it in to the album tones. They also removed the octave function, so this is a regular fuzz rather than an Octavia or octave fuzz. This is about £100 or so new. Ignoring the fact that this has the octave up, the feel and sound of this are remarkably similar. So I'm going to be doing some playing for you on my Mexican standard Strat from 2010. The amp I'm using is my Marshall JCM 602 combo. Most of my playing will be with the knobs, thus about 12 o'clock. Some of it will be with the gain about quarter of the way up, and then some of it will be gain 3/4 of the way up, so you can hear the scope of this pedal. So enough of my talking, let's hear the pedal. So there you have it. That's the sound of an Octavia. This is absolutely a different thing from the Fox Tone Machine. I've had two Fox Tone Machine type pedals, Joy of Voodoo Octave, which I then modded because two capacitors were in backwards from the factory, and I had the Tone City Fux Fuzz. Both of those pedals had the same thing about it that I didn't like. The upper octave almost overshadowed the root note. With the Octavia, the root note and the octave up feel very well balanced. So there you have it. That's the sound of an Octavia. Thanks for watching. Hope it's been helpful. Give me a like or subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Till then, bye bye.